Hey guys, stop the presses. Holy shit, what is happening? The Mongols have benched Senzu. This is absolutely breaking, absolutely out of nowhere, not leaked by anyone anywhere as far as I am aware. It is one of the most shocking moves, if not the most shocking move of the entire year. The Mongols have, since the beginning of this year, after a somewhat successful end of last year, for relativeness, rose to be major finalists at the Austin Major and have been a consistent threat, winning ESWC at the start of this half of the year, winning minor events here and there. They have been one of the teams, and they may not have been the favorites for this major, but they would have without a doubt impacted the results of this major. They were a top 5 team in the world, and they have benched their star player. Senzu joined them back in September of 2023, and since then it has been a steady rise for him. I myself have made multiple videos on both Senzu himself and the Mongols during the course of their rise, going as far back as, my most successful video I've ever made in terms of views was a Senzu video based on his performances last year. Going through the spring semester of this year, both Mongols and Aurora were competing teams just on the edge of that top 5, and my personal criticisms for Senzu were that he lacked a bit of T-side initiative and his performances also fell off, but there were also other team-related issues that they then would go on to overcome during their Austin Major run and start to hit this new level as a team. And seeing them, win ESWC after that faltering at the major, with how wide open this season has been, it was not an impossibility for the Mongols to potentially win this upcoming major. It was a possibility. And to see them bench him like this out of nowhere after what they say as a constant discussion between the players, after a long discussion between both the players and the organization, to bench their best player, it knocks the Mongols clean out of contention. It's a kneecapping blow to one of the most exciting teams in Counter-Strike, and it is devastating to see as a fan of just Counter-Strike in general and a personal fan of Senzu. It's unreal. I don't think we've had a move this shocking in quite some time, and I can't even think of what I could even compare it to other than, Vitality signing Rops, but that was a, differently geared, shocking move, I guess one could say. It was something, I can't, many people are comparing it to LXEB being benched from ENCE back in 2019. It's just one of those things that's inexplicable. And all of the, comments that have come out from both the org and the players and Senzu himself during this time period point to this being a out of the server issue very clearly, as he is their best player and they are performing very well as a team. And it just, obviously this is pure speculation. We do not know. Never, we do not know. But clearly something has gone very wrong interpersonally between him and the other players, or there's something going on in his personal life that has tragically struck him during this time where he feels like he needs to step away. And whatever that is the case, it is a tragedy for all of Counter-Strike. This guy was on pace to be a top 10 player of the year, and even, at this point in the year, even without a performance at the upcoming major, he may still be a top 20 player of the year, undoubtedly. In my opinion, undoubtedly a top 20 player. He had potential to be in that top 10. He was going into the playoffs of every major that he has attended thus far, like one of the top 10 or top 5 players at the event, up there with the likes of Nico, Zaiwu, Donk, Shiro, Rops. He's 19. 18, 19 years old. I can't remember off the top of my head, but he is a young player who has the potential to grow into one of the best riflers in the world. And something has happened to have to remove him from the starting roster. And that is just a tragedy. So all you can really say at this time is, who the hell are Mongols going to get to replace him? They're going to pluck someone out of the LAN cafes of Mongolia and make us over here in North America once again ashamed of the fact that we can't put together a decent team. Sorry, M80. And god dang, man. I'm hoping you're okay out there, Senzu. I hope this isn't something career ending. I hope it's something that you can overcome, because at the very least we here on my channel hold a great deal of respect for him as a player, and to see his talent vanish from Counter-Strike would be an absolute waste. So what else really is there to say? You know, I have been CJ. Have a great rest of your day.